Welcome to Mapping Rosegard Part 2. In this segment, we're going to draw in the houses. As I was loading it up, I noticed that for some reason our document size changed. I'm not sure why. I must have undone something, so we're going to fix that really quick. It's not a big deal while we're drawing, but I just want to take care of it right now. You can notice right here is the edge of the paper, and that needs to be up here. So I'm going to increase the height to 2100. And I'm going to decrease the width down to 2200. That brings it to right here, which is fine because we'll probably in the end bring it in a little closer, probably closer to 1900. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Make that 1900. Oops. Wrong dimension. This one needs to be 1900. Okay, so we're going to start by creating some patterns. I want to have a little bit of a tile pattern on the roof, and so I'm going to create another, oops, I did not mean to do that. Undo, delete layer. I want to create another layer. We can put it above here. This is going to be our patterns layer because we're going to create some custom patterns. I'm going to move it down to the bottom. Turn these guys off for a minute. What layer is that on? That's strange. Our map here is not on a layer, so we're going to move it to the background layer. And there, now it's hidden. So what we're going to do is we're going to import a new image. Import. And this is a tile pattern that I have. I've been collecting a number of images. This one's roof. And let's see which is the one I want. I want to use this red shingle in here, I think. Get these really quick. Yeah, this is the one I want. So I'm going to load this up. Oh, where'd it go? Put on the wrong layer. Probably put on the background layer. Yep. All right, so let's move that. Move to layer. Patterns. And then let's hide these again. Now, this is way bigger because I want this to be small on the houses. So I'm going to reduce this in size down to just 100 pixels by 100 pixels. That looks good, given the scale of my map. Now, I'm going to need 4 of these. So I'm going to duplicate this because I want one pointing in each direction. So I've got these 4, and then I'm going to rotate them. It's going to be my left one. It's going to be my up one. And that's going to be my right one. I should have done it the other way. All right, so now I can just create patterns from these. So I go path. I go object, pattern, object to pattern. And I'm going to do that for each of these. And I'll show you what that does here in a second. Pattern. It's Alt. Save myself. I need to learn my. It's Alt I. So we'll just do Alt I on the other one. All right. Now, if I come over here, let's turn our background, our road back on. Let's do this house right here. We're going to start by, we'll be just drawing in these corner. We're just going to draw in I always have to remember, let's undo that. Control Z. Let's create a new layer for the houses. buildings, and we're going to work on this layer. So let's do that again. So we're going to go here, 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 and we're going to make that little rectangle, but now we're going to go in here to fill and stroke. We're going to go to the fill, we're going to make a pattern, and we have a number of patterns here now. And we want, this is the, you see it's got those shingles, but we want the ones going to the left, so we want those ones. And unfortunately, I don't know a way to rename them, so we just need to remember which one's which. And if we ever get confused, we can go back and look. But let's draw that one. Now let's draw in our next one. And we're going to, we could actually just duplicate that, and since this is a symmetrical building, we could just do that. And again, we'll come back here, and this time we want the pattern going the other direction. So that's this one. And then we will draw in that one. And why did those not line up? Well, we'll go fix that in a minute. And that will be our third pattern there. And then finally, we will come here. That's very strange. There, there. Oh, I think I know what I did. And this is the first pattern. There we go. And now we're going to zoom up here really quick on this. And I think what I need to do just is take the paths here of this one and drop it down here. And have it snap to the grid there. Now, notice that they're sticking out beyond each other. We're going to go in and change the stroke style to this on each of them. Yeah, something's not quite right, but we're still going to do that and see if we can figure out what's wrong with that top one. Alright. I think it just needs to be down one more block. There we go. And then we're going to go in and we're going to put a slightly thicker border all the way around. Why did that not show up? Because for some reason it's on the background layer. Move to layer. This happens a lot. Buildings. Move. There it is. Alright, now this one, we'll leave that angled one. We want to remove the fill, so we're going to go down here and collect no fill, but we want to thicken up the line to 2, so it's a little thicker there. Alright, there's our first house with its shingled roof. Alright, so we're just going to work our way around the village here. I'll do a couple of them and then I will fade to black because you don't need to watch me do each of those. You can see how they're done. So let's go back in here and we will go, let's go here, 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 here. Oh, I need to set it back to thickness of 1, and we come back to fill and stroke, fill, pattern, and that's that one. And then we're going to go here, 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 oops, Control Z, here, here, and there, and fill and stroke. stroke, and that's going to be this one. Oh, wrong one. That guy. I think I'm going to need to change the size on that one a little bit. Oh, yep, drew that to the wrong spot. I'll have to fix that one. Alright, and nope, this one. Alright, and come down here. This one should have been over here, and then I want to move, let's start here. I want to move all of these over one block. Alright, there's that house. And we will just continue to go around the village. Now I want to do, I'm going to do the uh, buildings here. The general store and the technician and that. I'm going to do these with the same roof pattern. I'm not going to do a different pattern. I may change my mind and come back and do that later, do a flat roof style, but I think given where the village is up in the mountains, they're going to have pitched roofs too. So maybe I might change the color on them. But for now, we're going to do them just like that. So I want to go to layers and I want to turn off the road for a minute. And then go back to the buildings. Uh-oh, did I draw these on the background? I sure did. All right, hold on. Oh, no, I didn't. Good. But what I do need to do, I forgot to do, is put a thicker border around this building. And do none. And thicken that up to 2. There we go. There's our building. Now, to do these, actually before, let's go ahead and do the technician here, because it's a pretty straightforward one. Actually, we'll do the general store. That'll be fun. Okay, so the general store is going to go here. There. There. Ah, missed. Oh, and then thin it up again. And then here. 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 And here. And I'll go back and add the patterns in a minute. Notice those didn't line up quite right. So I'll come back and fix that in a minute. let's see, it's this one right here, so all right, and now we can go and what we need to do is fix these. They don't have fills yet. Have to actually get on the edge of them. Move that over. Move that one over. Move that one over. And then move this one down to there. And move that one down to there. Now everything's nice and lined up. So now we can go in and add the fills. So this one gets the first pattern. This one gets the third pattern, as does this one. This one, and we can select them both at the same time. Those two get the second pattern. And finally this one gets the fourth pattern. Okay, so there's our general store. And we need to put the thicker border around it. And I'm going to turn off the background for a minute. Just make this a little easier to see. Nope, wrong tool. There we go. Here. Here, and then thicken it up, and there's our general store. And now if we turn the road back on, notice it's underneath the general store, so it's hidden, the part that's overlapping. That'll be more apparent over here. Now, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go back to the background layer, and these houses, these two are going to be okay because they're perpendicular and right angles as are all the other houses, but these ones are an angle. So the way we're going to handle that is we're simply going to grab a copy of the background map. We're just going to duplicate it, and we're going to rotate it. Fact Control Z, let's undo that. And I'm going to pick the rotation point to be basically right here. Grab this. We're going to move it up here, right in the middle of our cul-de-sac here. And then we're just going to rotate the houses around. We're going to do that U-shaped one right there. We're just going to do that top one. And we're just going to rotate that. And then we will go back to the buildings layer, and we'll draw this one in just like we've done all the other ones. So I'm actually going to start with the outline on this one, I think, and just go here, here, here. Oops. All right. So I didn't get this one quite straight. That over a grid point. All right, so this wing of the house is a little thicker than that wing, but that's okay. And so now we're going to come back here and start putting in our How big is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, you know what? We're going to make it 12. So let's come back over here, pick this. Let's move it over 1. Let's make it even. Just make it easier on ourselves. Okay, now we'll go in and it's a great thing. It's our house. We can design it however we want. Oh, why did that not close up? Okay, so we want to thin that up. So it's back to the 1. And we will make sure we're drawing. We weren't drawing on the buildings layer. Okay, we were still on the background layer. So select that one, move to layer. I tend to do that a lot. Okay. Oh, we were on the buildings layer. Never mind. Go ahead and turn the background off here because we're just going to put these pieces in and we can see what we're doing better that way. That one's not quite right. There we go. All right, and then let's do these other ones real quick. And I think this is too high. Hold on. We're going to move this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Figures. My house is one too many. Okay, so we're going to, we'll make the house, move that wing down here, move that wing down here, move these guys over there. All right. So then we're going to have another one come. This ridge runs. I'm not sure how that that roof shape's gonna form. I think it's gonna come. So this point's gonna be higher. All right, let's go ahead and this is going to run to here, and then back to there, and then over to here, then out to here, and to there, and then to there, and then I'm going to have one runner from here to here, to here, to here, to here. Okay, something's wrong, because these should line up. Oh, it's because this one isn't right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that is right. It looks not symmetrical though. Is this one only 10? Oh, right, because that's a deeper. Okay, all right, so we're going to leave it like that. And now we'll go in and add our fills. So this one is going to get that one, and this one, and this one are all going to get the fill number 3. This one is going to get fill number 1. This one, nope, not that one. Send back for a minute. Why can I not pick up? I can't pick up this item right here. All right. Move. Oh, it's because I never put it in. There's not an item to put in there. Okay. Well, then let's draw those in. Here. It's really easy. We're just following the existing outline. There's that one. And there's that one. Okay, now we can go and change their fills properly. So we pick up this one and this one, and they get the second fill. And then we pick up this one and this one, and they get the final fill. And then I want to go grab that outer layer, and I want to take that to the top so that it's the right thickness. Okay, I'm not sure if that's exactly right architecture, but it looks kind of cool. So we will turn the layers back on and turn the background back on. But we're going to actually create a second background later. So let's go background, background 2, and we're going to take this thing and we're going to move it to background 2, move to layer, background 2, and then we can turn that off and get our proper background on. And then we're going to actually turn the background and the patterns off and grab this whole thing because it's a single unit, and we're going to Control G and group it. And then we're going to move its rotation point down here to the middle of the cul-de-sac and turn background, the original background back on, and we're going to rotate it around till the house is in position. And there we go. And that's how we'll do all of these angled houses. So that's going to be it for this segment. And I'll finish up the houses and we'll come back and start doing the ground.